Hello, welcome to How to Play Scan, game for 4 players. Scan was an unusual trick taker requiring its own special deck that you had to buy from Parker Brothers or somebody else. Essentially, though, it's a free game in a box if you have an IQ above room temperature. All you're really going to need to do is take 4 card decks, each having a different back, and take one suit out of each deck until you have a color-coded deck of a suit for a back of its specific color. So I've already assembled a scan deck. There's a video on how to do it. And what we're going to do is everybody's going to cut the deck and draw a card, and everybody's reveals their card. The highest cards will be on the same team, and the highest card holder will then be the one to deal. So we'll deal 7 cards to each player, 6 basically on the opening because we have cut the deck. We keep the prize card. And we go ahead and move on. And you will notice now our trump suit in particular is going to be shown on the card deck. Now, each suit is worth points. Spades worth +10, hearts worth +5, diamonds are worth -5, and of course, clubs being worth -10. So you try not to capture those specific suits or win those specific tricks. So anyways, we have our deal, and we can see what everybody has, except we don't know what ranks they have. The trump suit in this case, of course, is going to be a heart. And then we know exactly how many cards of the trump suit everybody has based on looking at the back of their cards. So I'm going to go ahead and leave everybody's cards up because, as you notice with the scan deck, because I use the same exact type of deck, all the cards look the same. Now, your homemade version might not look like that, especially if you use multiple different decks by multiple different manufacturers. Try to make sure they're all poker size, and that's all you need. So the player to the dealer's left is going to lead the trick, and they've won that trick, and we'll then take a card from the draw deck. The player that won the trick will be the first, followed in a clockwise motion, and we just continue with the same thing. Now, that would have been a very bad trick to take, so we're going to replay that and change the score back to what it was. So we'll just continue going on. We lead hearts. You must follow hearts unless you don't have hearts. In that case, you may slough off a card of higher or lower value. In this case, the teammate East sloughed off a card of higher value, while both North and South gave a diamond, because in that case, they would be throwing points away. They didn't have a heart. So now, that was a very bad trick by North and South. They don't really know this game all that well. So this is our first attempt playing it, so they're going to make some mistakes. That is where this trick taker gets interesting, is the fact that when you have low value cards given, you don't really want to win those low value suits. And so then you get negative points. You get points subtracted from your actual total. And it just changes things up. Real interesting game. And basically there we had the trump suit was the spades. Now we have no trump. Once the deck runs out, we're now playing under no trump. And we see a terrible play by North and South. They managed to get themselves less points, so a higher negative score. And it keeps going. The hits keep going. And then all of a sudden they give good cards away to East and West. Now we see some sloughing off going on. And the point total changes again. So there's 15 minus 5, so it'll be a -5. So East and West is now losing some points, trying to gain some. So there they lose some more points. And finally, we finish the round 75-75. The deal will go to the next player clockwise, so East will be the next dealer. The game will continue until a team reaches 155 points or more, then the game's over, and that team's declared the winner. So if you actually want to attempt this in public, come to our subreddit, Card Game Meetups. Post what city you're in, post what games you know. And if you click under the description under the show more, you'll see a link to a Discord channel where we talk about card games all day, every day. That's where you click. And so you should definitely post your city and what public place you want to do it. You should also call up your friends and let them know that you're hosting a card game and that you would like them to come meet you. And they may say yes, they may say no, and they may say we really don't know any card games. And in that case, you should go ahead and send them a link to this channel. And I want to thank today's musician, Ian Henderson, for his excellent music. Do check out his channel, and I will see you in the next video.